Live. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the morning show here on Stock Market TV, aka the Strazza Show. Spencer Israel, Steve Strazza, running with you this morning. We'll have Shawn McLaughlin come on a little early. He'll be on at 9. We got like a full half hour of Shawn today. It's going to be fun. We'll have Kenny Glick stop by, and that'll be the show. Things on our list to discuss. I want to talk about software and tech. Give Strazza his flowers. He talked about that. Was it Monday or Friday or Thursday? One of these days. It was like, yeah, I got tradable low. Turns out that was a good call. We'll talk about that. Some stocks on my list this morning. The trade desk up big. I want to hit on Berkshire. I want to hit on Broadcom, obviously reported last night. We'll talk about that. And we'll see where the show takes us as per usual. You guys ready in the chat? Yes? Good? Let's dance. Hello. So how was yesterday as good for you as it was for, well, it was better for you than it was for me probably. So it's a good day, right?
The best days I've had in a while, Spencer. It was fantastic because we were ready for this move. In fact, it was very much well advertised, right? Think about the intraday action Monday and Tuesday. Talked about it. They dipped them, they ripped them. They dipped them, they ripped them. So you were just, that momentum was building. They were just ready to go. Ryan Lund made a really good point yesterday. What a time to dig through, run some scans and look for relative strength. You know, I'm wearing my, no, it's the Strazza show today, Harminder. There is no co-host. You guys are truly blessed this week. I'm wearing my army green today. Do you know why?
I'm not going to even venture a guess. No.
Not because that's insane torpedo that we just blew up that warship with. Did you see the ship? It shot up out of the ground. Can you imagine what that feels like? Did you see that? This is the biggest ship I've ever seen in my life.
I've seen a bunch of explosion videos in the past couple of days. I've seen there was a lot over the weekend.
The point is, and Alex Karp would be the first to tell you, right? The reason we can do these things now is the technological innovations that have come out just recently, really. Like the way we do war now is very different. And all anybody wants to talk about these days is war stocks or the war trade. And you hear a lot about oil and commodity stocks and raw materials, right? But how about all of these new companies, these new startups that are using AI, using different sort of software intelligence, right? These satellite imaging companies, the drone companies, the rocket companies, they're going to be the ones who win the most. If you really want to build out some like military industrial complex, sleeve to your portfolio, right? And add some exposure to aerospace and defense. I don't want Lockheed Martin or Raytheon, right? That's the old way we do war. You want these new tech stocks, and some of them are just crazy. I kind of went down the rabbit hole since last night. I think we got a really good one. We're sending a report, a new name that we're going to add to our model portfolio, and the chart couldn't be better. Like I'm not some brilliant fundamental analyst. I don't know half the shit you probably need to know about aerospace and defense industry, but the chart, Spencer, suggests that I'm really onto something. Just a beautiful trend reversal. One of these, like, space and exploration.
I thought you were going to say that defense stocks are actually tech stocks, but actually you're going the other way. You're saying no. Tech stocks are defense, are military stocks, right? They're all one and the same, basically. Everything's a tech stock. So
and well, they're going to be the biggest winners too. Like if you look at Palantir, they brag about how their customers are governments. Is there any better customer in the world with deeper pockets or bigger budgets than governments?
Well, so, the U.S. government, no.
I want the names that are locking into like long-term agreements, subscription-style revenue models, right? And they're getting paid by governments around the world. I think that's, there's some exciting stuff in this space. And we have dozens of new names that are claiming to be this, right? That are publicly traded, that are out there. You've all heard of a bunch of them. So I'm kind of like digging through the shit and trying to find who's real here. And I think I really got a good one. I'm really into the name that we've been studying for like the past week.
Where is this report coming out today? Is
Beat
this
Report. This will hit at the bell around 9:30 for Beat Report members.
Is this a Beat Report name? I'm excited for it.
And we're gonna do calls in common. We're gonna go a little crazy on it because
All
I
right.
think it's the right time to be entering and adding risk. And these stocks trade like speculative growth. You know what I mean? They trade in an archy way, and that whole situation there, it's kind of popping off this week. Have you
All right.
noticed?
If you are not involved with the Beat Report, if you are, you'll get the email, like Steve said, I guess, at the open. If you're not involved, get involved. Use that link on the screen. You can get access to the Beat Report trades. This is a strategy that Steve employs to put trades on in and around earnings reports, right? The earnings reports are like a key part, but not the only part, but a key part of the analysis that goes into the trades that go into the portfolio. So use that link on the screen. Steve, let's do a state of the markets, shall we? Okay. Where do you want to start? Yesterday was a great day. Pretty much almost everything was in the green. Not everything, but most things. This morning, it's fine. The major U.S. indexes are basically flat or on their
International markets weak again here.
International, I don't know. Japan's up 2% today. Hong Kong is in the green. DAX is in the green. UK is whatever. We'll call it unchanged for the UK. Down a quarter point. Nothing. I have not seen South Korea yet today. Let's look at that real fast. How's South Korea doing?
South Korea.
How's South Korea doing?
Let's talk about South Korea.
Let's take a look. See here. I got to pull up a different platform to find my South Korea chart. It's not loading. There it is. Oh, okay. Well,
watch that dollar too. That dollar's at a big level here. You got to keep an eye on the dollar. I hate it when you have to keep an eye on the dollar. Usually not a good thing, but big level here. Ran right into it. Coming into I guess Tuesday. You don't want to see Dixie back above 100.
Crypto taking a breather this morning after the day it had yesterday. What else jumps? Well, yeah, okay, yeah, it's fine. Crude up 3%, gold flat. Do we have to look at silver? We probably don't, but we'll look at it anyway. It's flat, down a quarter point. So nothing really too crazy in the overnight markets here. I mean, Japan up 2% kind of sticks out, but way off the highs though for Japan. So anyway, that's where things stand. Yesterday was a really good day, like for most things. Kind of a buy everything type of day, except for what? Energy and like Apple.
Crude oil won't quit. Looks like it's gonna try to surge higher, take out that key level again here today. I mean, the price action in the past couple of days, obviously, nothing but bullish. But we do have the big VWAP level. We're right at it, Spencer. The VWAP level that we discussed the other day.
You're also right at that high from last summer, right? In crude,
yeah,
$78.
Yeah, what caused that spike? Yeah, the big spike in June of last year. Yeah,
mm-hmm. I knew you were going to ask that, and I don't remember.
Me either. How can we remember all of these spikes in crude oil?
No. Does someone remember what happened last summer? It was last June. I don't remember. But anyway,
it was something about Hormuz. Probably Hormuz.
I don't know. I don't know.
Broadcom.
Yeah.
Broadcom. Not bad.
Broadcom. Look, they said the same thing that every other chip company has said. Although this was interesting, right? They gave a longer term outlook, and they said that AI chip sales by next fiscal year could be $100 billion.
With a B.
Just to put that into context, AI revenue for the quarter that they just reported about was $8 billion, right? So that basically, if you annualize that, we're talking about like a 5-fold increase. They're saying between this past year and next fiscal year, right?
Hard to believe. Hard to believe.
So hey, maybe
spending is not slowing down, right?
I don't know.
We heard from the hyperscalers; they are not slowing spending. They don't care if the market doesn't like it. The big difference about the Broadcom report, it was excellent, just like Nvidia's. Only the market likes it. Today, much better day to come out and have an earnings reaction than last week, I guess. So maybe that tide is slowly shifting. You know, the sentiment around big growth, big cap tech. Maybe you're starting to see that turn finally.
Look, it's up. It's up this morning. The reaction's been positive. It was a good report. There was nothing really bad about it, but it's the same sentiment as Nvidia. They all have the same same theme and tone in the calls, which is this business is great. It's getting better too. They all say the same. It's kind of like what Jeff said about the retailers. They're all saying the same thing, which is like they're preaching caution. With the semis, it's the same thing, but they're just preaching bullishness, right? So it's the same message across the board. They didn't say anything special.
Hard for the leaders of these companies not to be bullish, though, Spencer. Right? I mean, with the numbers that they're putting up,
they're not looking at like the chart of their stock,
right?
At like the health of their business. So, yeah, if the numbers are going to keep going up, then they're going to tell us that things are great. And
you like Oracle here? You like this? You buying these lows in Oracle? I mean, this is one of the big AI names, right? It's Oracle, right? It's been one of the big tech leaders this cycle. You could get it right now down more than 50%, like 55% drawdown still, just from the highs, fall of last year.
Well, I guess you could say that it stopped going down in the last month, right?
That's the pattern right now for growth. These
little it has stopped going down in previous months too, and then kept on going down. It stopped going down in December, and then it gapped down on earnings. It stopped going down in January, and then it gapped down again, right? So,
these bearish continuation patterns have been known to resolve in bearish fashion, you know?
Okay, so what do you say?
It's when they fail. Well, that's the signal.
Oh, okay.
It's when they fail, and we're seeing that the best names already failing these little bear flags starting to move higher. See Amazon yesterday? That was a sweet move.
Yeah. It was, like I said, it was kind of a buy everything type of day. Just not Apple, because Apple's defensive, remember, but everything else, you know.
That's where all the money's going instead of bonds. Apple.
Yeah. I mean, Amazon, you know, Meta, all went off the open too, right? Alphabet a little bit.
Got my eye on coal stocks here too.
That's not the same
thing. Paying attention to the coal. They look ready for another ramp higher. All right, so not much in terms of news flow this morning.
There's a couple more things I want to hit on. Do we have anything for the trade desk, which is up 21% this morning? Because apparently OpenAI is going to use the trade desk as their like advertising platform. The trade desk, if you don't know what they do, anytime you get an ad on like your smart device, your smart TV, and it's like somewhat personalized to you, that's the trade desk. They do advertising technology, right? They're like the plumbing of the online advertising business. And so if OpenAI is saying, yeah, we're going to use their tech on our platform to send ads to people. So plus on top of that, the CEO bought like a metric ton of his own stock the past couple of days.
Love to see it. It's about time. I want to see more software executives coming out and buying more stock. But I love that. I love that for them. Look, you have to, at a certain point, if you think your company is going to stick around for a while and it's in an 85% drawdown and you're running the show over there, you better, come out here and buy some stock.
Yeah, he bought 6.5 million or 6.4 million shares.
That's big, dude. That's great.
That's a lot.
Purchase. Love to see.
So
this stock has been killed as bad as anything in software. You said massive top completed like late last year. And even from there, stock was already in like a 50% drawdown, drew down another 50%.
So anyway, that's the big gainer of the morning is the trade desk. I did see the Berkshire thing where they're buying back their own stock for the first time in a couple of years. Greg Abel bought some shares as well. He bought basically a year's worth of his own salary with the Berkshire stock.
I hate that. You got so much money. I think it's laziness, Spencer. You can't find better opportunity than your own stock. Come on, you're Berkshire Hathaway. You can't. There's been absolutely
no. They are very precious about their own buybacks.
Too conservative.
Right? They're very precious about it. They're like, we only buy our stock when we think it's a good deal, right? So it's been, like I said, it's been 2 years since they did that.
All right.
A couple other things. We had the Kroger report this morning. It's okay.
What report?
Kroger down 1%. We had the Viva Systems. They're up 7% on their report.
Software.
Yeah, right. There was one other headline I wanted to hit on. I forget what it was now, but that's pretty much it. Oh, if you care about Rigetti, they had earnings, as if that matters, right? It doesn't, but yeah, Rigetti.
They don't have earnings.
No,
so when they have earnings, they
I
still
stand corrected. I stand corrected.
Earnings.
They don't have earnings. That's right. Hey, do we have anything? Let's talk about the beat report from yesterday. We got some good reactions in the deck here. Let's do a quick beat drop, and then we'll bring on Kenny.
So the booze companies still under pressure. What does Brown Forman make? They make like Captain Morgan or something?
I can never keep them straight, honestly.
But the other one,
I have to look it up.
Was it Constellation? One of these companies, or Diageo.
Constellation is Corona. That for some reason I always remember. Brown Forman is like, isn't that like whiskey? Yeah, it's Jack Daniels. Okay.
Jack Daniels. So these companies still just under insane pressure. Kids don't drink anymore. It's crazy. Diageo tried to like complete one of these little tactical bases. The beer companies were turning around and then got absolutely slammed. Right. So Brown Forman comes out already 3 negative earnings reactions, right? Dating back to last year. Double beat down 7%. That's just what's going on in this space right now. They can't do anything right. Nobody wants them. I think if you just have to buy some of these spirits companies, you got to go with Bud. You got to go with the Bud because you at least have a nice base there in the Anheuser-Busch. But the rest of the space really still under pressure. They've just been bad stocks, probably continue to be bad stocks. The market doesn't want them. Raw Stores, on the other hand, has an earnings streak. It's been on now the third consecutive positive earnings reaction. Stocks got to new all-time highs yesterday on the heels of earnings. Holding in pretty nicely today. Looks like momentum has basically been overbought in this name since late November. Just steadily overbought. So that's characteristic of an uptrend, not a downtrend. It's a good stock, and it looks like it's going to continue to be a good stock. Double beat. Market loves it. Up 8%. Probably more to go for the Raw Stores. I don't know if I've been in a Raw store. Oh, they had one in Key West, actually. This store is an absolute shit show. Yeah, I do know it. The lines are incredibly long. You got to wait like a half hour to check out. There's one person there. She's moving as slow as she possibly could. There's clothes thrown all over the floor. You don't know where anything is. It's just like a giant warehouse of shitty clothes and then way too many people. But market loves it.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever been one myself. What I was going to say about the alcohol stocks, if you pull up a chart of SAM, a long-term chart of SAM, Boston Beer Company, you know what that was? That was a hard seltzer bubble, is what that was.
Yeah.
There was a huge bubble a few years ago in hard seltzer. And that stock went from
they went hard into the seltzer.
a couple $100. It went up like $1,000, right? The stock did. And now it's back to where it was before that. But yeah, we for a couple of years there, we were in like a hard seltzer bubble, and that's what happened to Sam. That doesn't apply to
I hate hard seltzers. I think they're all terrible. I think they're all disgusting.
I completely agree. I was out from day one Day one, I was out on the hard seltzers.
Dude, how ridiculous. You know how hard it is to make one of those at home? It's vodka and seltzer. It's two things. Squeeze the lime in it.
Yeah.
Try it.
I'm proud that I was never on that train to begin with. I got that one right because they're all terrible. But anyway,
give me a Coors Light and you can have all this funky stuff, all this new trendy stuff. It's all terrible.
Yep, I concur. Anyway, that has nothing to do with Brown Foreman. That's just a fun little alcohol side story. If you were there for the hard seltzer bubble, it was a good time. If you
truly
were in Sam Adams,
White Claw, I'm pretty sure their malt liquor is really like how most of them are made. Like White Claws are malt liquor. Pretty sure.
I don't know.
Things aren't healthy, is my point.
I do know it's not all that hard to like. It doesn't take a ton of money to like start your own like beverage business. Just a couple $1 million, pretty much. You know, and then like you get into one store, and then hey, look at that. You know, I'm in a store, so it's not. It's hard to get into like the big stores, but just to like start, the startup costs aren't in as much as you would think they are. I do.
Yeah, there's too many of them.
There's way too many.
A fiercely competitive space.
Yep. All right. What else did I have here on the agenda for the morning? I hit on we got the Ivago, we got the tech rally. Yeah, man, got to give you your flowers. You called it. I think you may have talked about this maybe even a week or two ago, like a tradable low in software, and the train hasn't left the station yet. You could say that, but it's on its way out the door.
Yeah, you got to keep seeing it. Absolutely. Right now that we're getting the bounce, right? It's the nature of that bounce that we got to really pay close attention to. In other words, you know, how high do we bounce? What is the breath behind the bounce? And then how does the bounce correct after the bounce, right? All those things we'll have to be watching in the coming days and weeks. But for now, yeah, like more and more things just looking good. You have all these little tactical coils, bear flags, call them whatever, you know, little bases, cute little bases, and they're popping higher. Seen Palantir's been great. Palantir, you know, whenever there's a big sell-off, we did the same thing last year, Spencer, after the tariff thing in March, April. We just bought Palantir off of the lows. Because like when you need like a broad market vehicle to express a thesis on some sort of like rally mode, just go pick the best, most liquid ones. Sometimes like there's no reason to overthink it and do anything too crazy. Right? Just go pick the cycle leader and do it that way. That's continued to work well for us.
Yeah, I would just go look at what's in the IGV and get specific there, because
look at some of these stocks in the IGV, like right, some of the big names. Have you seen Intuit?
I have. Well, yes. I'm in the habit of looking at Intuit every February, March because of tax season. So
taxes on your mind.
Yeah. So yes, I have seen that one. I did not realize that it had fallen as much as it had.
Yeah, it got rocked.
Yeah. So
got rocked.
Yeah.
People want humans. When you have a complicated tax return, it's not okay to just have a robot do it. We're not there yet. I don't even think we're close to there yet. People want to see a face. You heard the Intuit CEO. He was on doing his rounds after earnings, I guess, last week. And he was talking about all the new like flagship locations that they're opening up, like TurboTax locations. And he was making that same point. You know, people want a face.
All right. Well, this is your annual reminder that H&R Block still exists and is still publicly traded.
Yes, it is. HRB.
So, again, once a year, I look at those stocks pretty much. Although Intuit, I almost bought that last fall. I was like, looks pretty good breaking out, or not last fall, last summer.
H&R Block, another one, and 50% drawdown. I mean, these stocks have been killed, right? So if you're coming in shorting software stocks on the whole like AI is disrupting software narrative, it's been happened. The trade has been made. It's over now. Like, you know what I mean? Just because they finally started talking about it on the news every day, constant. Thank God for the war in Iran. I'm kidding. But thank God we have something different to talk about. Right? Because every day.
That's all we needed. We just needed a war for people to move on from the AI apocalypse, and we can all go buy our software stocks again, and everyone's happy.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Hey, the Warlock, are you around? Are you trading this morning? He's here.
He is.
Yeah.
Better.
It's been a long time coming. They ain't come from my club, they tug it. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Hold up. Yeah.
The best trader, there is none higher. Sucker MCs, they call me sire. What's up?
I know that song. I don't know much from that era, but I know that one.
What's going
How
on?
we doing?
Who's shorting Broadcom right now? Actually, the question should be, who's not shorting Broadcom right now? What's going on, y'all?
I do see it has broken below the blue line.
That's right. And that's why we're here. That's the only reason we're here, my friends. The only
That
reason.
just happened. That just happened a few minutes ago.
We're in it right now. I just covered some at 332.16, and we're looking for some more. And if it breaks right here, parties at my house. Parties at my house, because this would be pre-market low break. So right now, we've covered 75% of this trade already, but so far so good.
Wouldn't the target be like 317, or is that just because my chart is?
That's one of our targets, yeah. But right now, our original target. Let me show you the chart and why we draw red lines on the chart.
321. 321.
And why you should be a part of what we're doing here. So right there, that's our trade right there. I don't know if you guys could see that or not.
Yeah,
it's like artwork. So this is the finger of God. So again, let's run through this trade, right? So why are we here? Well, we like shorting stocks that are gapped up on earnings reports, right? There you go. Broadcom was your first choice. And I saw this. So it got to that pivot where something happened before where it sold off. And look, at the same exact price, it starts to sell off. So at the blue line, boom, we're shorter. So that's your VWAP break. And what was lovely about this trade is that we got what we could call a triple top right there. So we know if we're shorting 338 and it breaks 340, get the fudge out of its way because you're going to get run over. But it didn't do that because VWAP break, test them underneath. And then when it got to the pre-market lows right here, we're covering some here. And then we covered some there. And then we covered some here. And then we just covered some here. And now we're down to that last, 25% of this trade. And now we can hope for more. And that's where hope and faith, you're allowed to play with those chicks because now we're in the money on the trade.
Kenny, how much are you paying attention to pre-market volume? Obviously, on Broadcom, on a day after its earnings report, there's going to be volume there, but you're typically waiting until 8 o'clock. You're waiting for like kind of the pre-market session to mature a little bit. It's not like you're in there at 6 a.m. or anything.
It actually does depend. Sometimes you got real volume pre-market with, like, for instance, like Alcoa yesterday. I'm always watching this stock. So somebody asked me today, what are you doing here?
There's nothing here.
Dots and specs, right? You really can't do anything. But as long as there's order flow and you got some, you got 2.3 million shares traded on Broadcom already. So you've got some volume. And that's really that's the key. I don't want to trade stocks when there's really no volume. Even the Broadcom, right? You still want to be,
So that's a good wait. So what time is your cursor right there on the chart? What time is that?
Right here. This is 5:30 in the morning. But
yeah, okay, right.
I'm over here. So this is 8. But you're right. 8 o'clock, you have a whole new data. A lot more platforms come to life. As a matter.
Yes, I think Robinhood comes on at 8 o'clock.
Right, and that's old school because now that's old school because I mean I've been around since there was no pre-market.
Right.
But at first it was 15 minutes, and they gave us an hour, which was incredible. That first we got an hour's worth of pre-market. But now that 24-hour thing is here, you still see differences between 7 and 8, and then obviously 8 and 9. And then by 9:20, I generally want to be out of stocks because, man, if you were shorting CrowdStrike with us yesterday, wow, just wow. Because here's the trade.
Yeah,
we're shorting the blue line. We're covering an orange. And I was like, yeah, let's get out of this thing before the market opens up because you just don't know what's going to happen.
What the hell?
And it rallied 22 points after we covered. Hell yeah! So freaking awesome. And then we got to short it again on the way on the rollover. So just absolutely amazing action in CrowdStrike yesterday. And this is why I say by far this is the best trading environment ever.
But that's also why you don't typically trade from like 9:30 to 9:35, right? Because you're 9:30.
Yeah, lately I've been just letting the lunatics trade the open.
Right.
I'm one of them, but you don't have the risk reward in your favor at the open. Just let somebody else take that shot.
But you need data. You literally need. You're waiting for the data, right? You're waiting for the price data to come through, and that takes right.
You're also waiting for the blow off tops. You need a little bit more. You need some more candles to start taking shape.
Right. Exactly.
Again, this trade, even though the short was good twice, the long trade turned out to be the best trade of the day because you got a double faux show right here, and that was it. They tried to get us out one more time because we bought it here, and they tried to get us out, but our stops were down here at the time. And this was just a reiteration of, hey, the shorts are done on this name. Let's get long. And then, the target was the prior high, just like everything else. And we got there, and this was phenomenal. And what I loved about this trade is I hate the stock, but we're buying it anyway because that's the market we're in. And if you guys are short AVGO right now, come on. All right, we have now broke pre-market lows. So let's go. So let's see where we're going to go next. So how do you decide what's going to happen next? The overnight area is where we're going next. Look how you just got there, homies.
Wait. What line did you just? What level was that?
That overnight pivot, look where the stock just hit and bounced right off it. So all we do every day is the same trade. We're looking to take direction from VWAP and then prior low pivot points and prior high pivot points. That's where the ebbs and flows come from. And then if a stock has been somewhere, the stock generally likes to go revisit and say, what's up to his old friends? Hey, how you doing down here? All right, good to see you. I'm going to go back up to my old friends. And that's all we're doing right now. And you're getting these moves every day on both sides, like that Alcoa trade yesterday. I went from saying, again, it's one of the only stocks I own. Yeah, we're breaking out and we have to short it. In the same sentence, we were breaking out and then it rolled over, broke down. And I went from, yeah, this thing's going to 70, but we got to short it right now. And it became one of our best trades of the day. And then it faux show broed and became a long again later on today. My friends, this is the greatest trading I've ever seen in my life. And it's just being navigated by two lines on my chart and some price action. Just if you're not seeing this live with us, join us tonight. If you guys are not doing anything tonight, have a cocktail, bring your own beer. I'm drinking Reposado. I got some Humboldt County. What are you guys doing tonight?
I thought people don't know. People don't drink anymore. Where you been?
Oh, that's right. Well, I'm drinking, so I'll drink for you. But I got some nice Don Julio Reposado. I got the 1200. I got the I got all kinds of Reposados. Anyway, G4, whatever you're doing tonight, stop it. Come over at 8:00. Hang with us. We'll put some Grateful Dead on. We'll crunch some charts, and we'll get ready for option expiration Friday. And I'll show you a little bit of what maybe you didn't know, because VWAP is the way. This is my religion now, and it's just absolutely phenomenal.
All right, so Kenny's in his trading room. That's for Hit the Bid members only, hitthebid.com. But every Thursday, he does a little free schmooze, shindig, whatever you want to call it. If you want to get in, it is open to the public, but it is the room has a password to it. Just email Kenny. His email is on the screen. He'll send you the password tonight, and you'll get in. And it's like he said, it's a recap, but it's also getting ready for the weekly expiration tomorrow, because Fridays are for options, apparently.
Whoever that guy is, give him a free month. I got no dime, but I got some time to hear my story. It's my favorite.
All right, wait, Kenny, before you go, special request from the Peanut Gallery. Shawn McLaughlin is asking to come on before you hop. So let's bring Shawn in here.
Come on. We were just talking about Hey, nice hat, my brother.
I wanted to show you my new hat I got.
Very
I
cool.
I thought you would appreciate it. National Park Service,
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Hey, you have a big trip coming up pretty soon, don't you? A big anniversary or something?
Yeah, 25th anniversary. I've been married 25 years. Can you believe it? Wow. Yeah, we're going to Iceland. So actually, I was going to call you guys. I was going to call everybody in on this one. I think everybody should cover for me while I'm gone. Help out Salagello in the room. That would be nice. Like a all-star charts extravaganza in the Hit the Bid room. Shawn does some time. Strazza, get some JC, get some, it'll be fantastic.
All right.
Yeah, man. Give me a call this week. We have that to talk about. We have some other things to talk about too, buddy. You and me. We got to talk. Give me a call.
All right, brother.
Oh boy. Do I want to know? I don't know if I want to know. Maybe I do want to know.
You don't want to know, Spencer. You can't handle it. You can't handle it.
Very
Too
cool.
much Grateful Dead on this. All right. See you, Kenny.
Hat,
HitTheBid.com. See you tonight in the schmooze. If you want to get into the schmooze with Mr. Kenny Glick, again, I'll put his email up on the screen. Just email Kenny. He will send you the password for the room tonight. 8 o'clock is when they start typically. And it's 1 part Grateful Dead concert and then 1 part chart review. Shawn, how we doing? Welcome.
I'm doing well. How are you, Spencer?
I'm also doing well. I'm glad to have you here a little early, and I really appreciate you hanging out with us today. With JC on the lam.
Where's JC? Florida?
I don't even know where he is. He neglected to tell me where he was going. Oh no, he said Miami, right?
Yeah,
he said Miami.
Hey, Shawn.
What's up, Steve-O?
Yeah, he's in Miami, and I'll be there.
Yeah,
this weekend.
What are you doing there?
Future proof.
Oh, right.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
A couple days in my, a couple days in South
Where
Beach.
do they do Future Proof? Is that on South Beach?
Yeah, it's at the park where the weightlifters lift the weights on in the sand with
So
the shirts
you're gonna
on.
get a few sets in between speeches.
I'm not, but I always giggle when I walk by, so that's an interesting social dynamic. But it's Loomis Park. Yeah.
I don't know it. It's been a long time since I've been to South Beach. South Beach is not really my scene.
I'm mostly going for the eats, Shawn. Have dinner with Weitzel, hang out with some of my friends. I'll see Mork. Can't wait to see you guys.
Shawn's more of a hike in the mountains kind of guy, right?
Hey, when we were in Miami recently, I found a hike. Believe it or not, I went on a hike. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Really?
Yeah, I went out on Key Biscayne. There's a state park there.
Cool.
And I spent I don't know, good 5-6 hours out there one day. It was great.
You are a freak.
And I was wearing a winter coat of all things. Like that felt weird because it was chilly.
It was cold.
Key Biscayne's nice. Really nice.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Shawn, tell us about what's going on in your world of late.
Man, well, I came into the week like many probably having to trim some risk a little bit. It's been a busy week of keeping things in front of you, right? Like normally with my short-term account, I am waiting till today, Thursday and Friday, to kind of trim out anything that's not working. But I've been in full trim mode all week, and that's okay. I mean, I got like Steve, I got a million positions on. And you just got to kick out the ones that aren't working. But, with all the headlines coming in this week, risk management is job number one. But man, you got to love the way the markets have reacted Monday and Tuesday, gap down, rip higher, you got to love it.
The tape was just incredible Monday and Tuesday. But I think you make a good point. You're still in this messy, sloppy mode, headline risk everywhere, where quick profits, take them, get quick doubles. What we've been doing, Shawn, usually at this point, we'd be going out and using the April monthly expiration, right, for most of our new trades. We're just going to March because I'm looking for quick hits. I want to sell a double as fast as possible, get the hell out, protect myself. That's one way to do it, no?
Yeah, I mean, you and I are kind of approaching it. We have the same idea, but we're doing it from different ends, right? You're taking quick profits. I'm taking quick losses. I'm just letting the winners do their thing and hold on, and I'm just no mercy with my losses. So we have the same mindset, but we're going at it a different way, which, by the way, that's what makes a market. It's great.
But busier in these fast and volatile times. It's more for
I've never been busier, Strazza. I mean, Jesus, the last 2 months in particular, 3 months. Yeah. I've done more trades in the last 3 months than I've done in the previous year. It's crazy.
I get alert anxiety
where
my system's just bing, bing, ding, ding, bing, alerts everywhere. And I'm like, there's not enough time.
You can't trade them all, as they say. You can't trade them all.
Also about what you've been doing in real estate. No one talks about real estate ever, right? But you put out a couple of trades the last couple of weeks.
Good for you, Shawn.
Yeah,
me
liquidity in the real estate space. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I got into I got into Well Tower.
Yeah.
What's the other one I got into? There was one other one.
Prologis?
Prologis. Is that how we say it? Prologis.
Dude, that's the best looking chart there. I mean, how far out did you go? You bought yourself some time, right?
I went out. I think September.
Yeah.
No, August. I went out to August.
Because that's a monster base, dude. That thing's a monster base. You give it some time to run. 25% of upside back to those prior cycle highs. Beautiful.
Well, what's crazy is that I'm glad you brought this up. REITs. I mean, who would have thought 6 months ago that like some of my biggest winners would be REITs and stocks like Johnson and Johnson and Budweiser. I mean, never saw that coming.
Yeah. J&J is trading like an ARK stock. Looks like a freaking cryptocurrency out here. They make what, Tylenol? I don't even know. Baby powder?
No, they don't anymore.
Cancer in the baby powder, I heard.
They got rid of all that stuff. That's Kenvue.
Oh, the KVUE.
So what are they doing?
KVUE. J&J is a pure pharma play now, right?
Then it's the best looking one in the space. They tell me that. I don't know if I believe it. I feel like Johnson and Johnson makes the things you buy on the shelves at CVS.
That's what. Yeah, that's been my assumption all along.
No.
That's the way I always understood it.
That's
Can't change stuff on me now, Spencer.
That's the consumer products that they used to make, and now that's Kenvue or Kenvue. I don't know how you say that, but so now Johnson Johnson is pharma. It's a straight.
Steve, isn't it great that as traders who just look at ticker symbols, we don't give a shit what they do? Isn't that great?
Yeah, they're like, it's like, okay, that sounds good, Spencer.
All right, well,
looks good too, though.
You think you're buying like a Band-Aid company, but they don't make Band-Aids anymore. So, I think it's good to know. It's nice to know they don't make Tylenol anymore. They don't, or they don't sell it. I don't know.
You buying any good dividend stocks lately, Shawn, for the long term?
I only do that in my son's account, and no, because we're not very active. We basically look at it. We review that account once a year on his birthday, so in July. So
that's cool.
I don't know if you got some good candidates for me to think about. I'll look at them. But generally, I mean, the biggest thing that we do is it has to be a company we spend money on as a family. That's job number one, and then paying a dividend is second.
Shawn, are you guys in the Roblox?
That's so fun.
We are not in Roblox. My son doesn't play Roblox.
Does he have a problem with the screens? I'll bet your son's good. He doesn't have a problem with the screens, does he?
No, he's
some of these kids, man. You take away the iPad, they throw a fit. It's wild.
Yeah, he's got he's got an iPad, he's got a PS5, he's playing all the sports games on the PS5. But the real thing that he's addicted to, him and a bunch of his friends, is Minecraft. They're doing Minecraft.
Yeah,
constantly.
Yeah, love that. I'm not even kidding. I've been thinking really hard about it for years now, and I think I'm just going to do it. Because sometimes I'm just sitting around on a Saturday, honestly, and I'm just watching college basketball for like 4 hours at a time. I'll
tell you, Steve. I mean, I don't know how old school you are with video games. I grew up with the classic Nintendo, and then like the early Sega Genesis. Yeah. And so my son's got, the PS5, and he's got the hockey game and the NBA game and the Madden and all that stuff. And I try to play these games, and I can't do it. These controllers have like 24 buttons on them. I don't know what to do. I'm completely lost. I've given up.
So I'm with you. Like, the vintage games are great, and we have all those. We got the N64, we got the Super Nintendo. Like, we have the old systems, and when we have like friends over or anything, like if we have like a couple over, we'll bust out the Mario Kart or Mario Party, and it's an absolute blast. But I grew up playing like Madden and Grand Theft Auto on PlayStation, so I feel like I could get down with the new stuff. I feel like
you know that you guys have seen Swingers before, right? The movie Swingers.
Vegas.
You know that classic scene where the guys are playing Sega hockey?
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah. That exact game was what me and my buddies were playing in the dorm. So whenever I see that scene, I'm like, that was me and my friends for like 3 years in the dorms. Every night. That's what we did. That exact game. So I love that.
And you could always fight.
Yeah. Yeah. And the blood.
All right. Well, anyway, I was looking at Roblox because it's right there at it's all-time opening price is like $64. It's like right there.
Hey, does Roblox they don't do Minecraft, do they? They don't own Minecraft?
It's a whole separate platform that we
NFL Street. I like Blitz. Blitz was the game that you would play. Blitz.
Yeah.
Blitz was sick.
Anyway.
No.
KEX does look good, Trip. This KEX.
I'm in it. Let's go.
Monster base, dude. Monster base. I'm gonna come.
Kirby. What does Kirby do? Vacuum cleaners?
I was gonna ask you, Shawn, what do they do?
But seriously, Shawn, buy the Shark Ninja. This stock is sick. Shark Ninja.
No way. SN?
Yes. Yeah, dude.
Hey, I've got a Shark vacuum cleaner and a Ninja air fryer in my house, so I'm in.
Holy cow, that's a great.
They make phenomenal products, and they're absolutely crushing it.
All right. Sometimes we said last week, if you want to buy an IPO, just wait a year. Sometimes you don't get the on rare occasions you don't
Boring
get the
stocks.
chance.
No, it's the speculative stocks that get smashed every time. Then they come out with these boring ones like Shark Ninja. Nobody freaking talks about it. And straight line high. You're right, Spencer.
Sometimes you don't get the chance to buy to get at those prices. So that's great. I had not looked at that chart in
The
years.
most important thing to look at when a company comes public is not the growth, it's not the story, it's not the fundamentals. You have to look at the cap table and understand the dilution, and sometimes the amount of shares that are locked up too. It's more about like it's a shareholders' equity situation as much as anything for these newly public companies.
Is Shark Ninja one of those companies that originally started or got its launch from the Shark Tank, that show with Mark Cuban?
Way back in the day.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of companies have come out of that. It's actually pretty cool.
Are they still doing that show?
Yeah. That is such
I
a
watched a little bit of it, but
they have like
I don't watch much
celebrities
TV
on
anymore.
and stuff. Like as if Ashton Kutcher knows anything about running a friggin' business.
I don't know.
He knows a thing. He knows a thing or two.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Riley, I'm with you. If we ever got a Dyson IPO, I'd be all in on that on that baby. That'll never happen.
Dyson is, we've talked about it on here before. You know how I feel about Dyson. Dyson blows my mind how good their products are. You ever go into the bathroom? You'll notice the difference. The Dyson hand dryers.
Oh, yeah.
Shawn?
Oh, yeah.
What the power behind these things? Oh my God. Dyson. I don't know what they're doing with the turbines or whatever that goes into these machines that they make, but I'll get excited about a vacuum. If it's a Dyson or a Shark, I'll get excited. I'll get really excited.
If you want to be inspired, the story of James Dyson is probably one of like the greatest stories of a founder / inventor ever. The guy toiled for like 20 years. It took him like 20 years to make the Dyson vacuum. He failed like thousands of times, and eventually he got it. It just took him like decades to figure it out, but he got it.
I would love to read that. I'm gonna have to find that. I recently got the one for the car.
1,000 prototypes. He had over 5,000 prototypes.
That's awesome for a vacuum. And look at him now. Yeah. I got the little one for the car, the little Shark. Bing, bing, you know what I mean? You can do the siege, and then you push the button.
Nobody does Roomba anymore.
I'm ready to be done with mine. I got it leaned up against the wall right now because it barges right into rooms. This thing.
I mean, didn't they file for bankruptcy? iRobot, they're off the board.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, they're out.
They were a preview of our robot future, and it doesn't look good.
They got ones that will mop the floors now too.
Ooh.
Quick PSA, by the way, if you missed the video that Strazza did yesterday he went live right after the close, which he seldom does, but he went live yesterday right after the close to talk about his brand new strategy that he's been doing for faster trades. If you were there, great. If you were not there, the replay link is on the screen. It'll also be on our YouTube channel later this morning. If you want to catch it on YouTube, you can catch it there in like an hour or so, and it'll be up there. But there's the link. I'll drop it in the chat too. And basically, here's the bottom line. We're in a fast market, and that means faster trades. And Steve has been deploying many strategies across many time frames in his career, and the fast trading strategy has been working incredibly well. So he talked all about that and how he's doing it, using it to make money. So the link is is on the screen. The link is in the chat, and like I said, it'll be on YouTube in like an hour or so. If you want to make some faster trades and not wait 6 months for your trade to pay off, right? So,
does that come with an extra, like a coffee subscription? So you have a little juice, a little extra energy to get into it?
Only if Steve makes it himself with his fancy coffee machine that he has.
I think that would be an excellent cool add-on, for like subscribers who've been around for a little while. Every 6 months you get like a special coffee shipment delivered to your house. I don't know.
Send him some rocket fuel to keep him in the game.
Yeah.
I've been drinking an espresso every morning. I like it.
Well, look, hey, Steve, I saw your thing yesterday and totally agree with you on the idea that in this market, this is the perfect time to be doing more things with options and doing more things shorter term. With the war market that we have right now, who knows where this thing goes? But with war markets, you got to be more nimble. And the only thing I'll add is you said that you're focused on taking quick profits, which is great. I think you also have to be quicker to take losses because you don't want to let anything get out of hand. And we're going to have whipsaws in both directions. That's characteristics of a war market. War markets are generally good for traders. I think we all agree with that. Like stocks generally go up. That's not true all the time, but generally goes up, and that's great. But the volatility is going to be higher, so you have to have a plan for when a headline rips everything in your face, which it will happen. It will happen. So I like getting shorter term these days. I think shorter term is the move. It won't be the move forever, but for right now, absolutely, it's the move.
Shawn, I'm curious, as a professional options trader, how do you feel about the explosion of options popularity? Really, I guess since COVID.
He hates it.
No, I love it.
In terms of contracts traded, in terms of notional value, in terms of quantity of expirations in a given month, how does that make you feel?
It's great. And my only response to that is, what took you so long? What took the world so long to get over here? I was the weird freak in the corner 10 years ago that was trading options. Everybody thought I was some weirdo, and now everybody's doing it. And options are great vehicles. They're not the only vehicle, and I wouldn't say they're the best vehicle for everybody, but for people who want to control their risk more precisely and get leverage on their wins when they're right. If you want to get creative, if you like being creative, if you like creating options that are trades that have multiple ways to win, that's exciting stuff. And I mean, I'm just, hey, it's about time the rest of the world caught up to this. And I love the new products. The volume is great, of course. I mean, the more people playing, the better. And yeah, I'm all in favor. It's about time. It is
the thing that always drew me to options was it is the single most capital efficient way to make big gains in the market. Not normal gains, not common stock gains, leveraged returns, right? With less capital constraints than you would otherwise have doing anything else. A wise man once told me, Shawn McLaughlin, that options give you options, and it's never been more true.
It's true. It is very true. They give us options. And yeah, I mean, Steve, you're hitting on the point about how you can make fast gains and get really leveraged gains. And that's great. But that's a double-edged sword, right? I mean, there's obviously the other side of that. So position sizing is the most important thing. It's very easy to get big oversized losses in an options position very quickly. Especially you don't do much of this, Steve, but if you're doing if you're short options, right? If you're doing premium selling, it's very, very easy for a position that you thought was a small manageable position to really get away from you fast. So you have to be careful, right? And there's a lot of options scare porn out there about how options are very risky. Yeah, they can be in the hands of someone who doesn't know what they're doing. But if you put a little effort into putting on trades that define your risk, they're no more risky than any other trades, and there certainly can be less risky than owning stock outright. So if options scare you, come talk to me and Steve. We'll help you out.
I have never lost more money on single trades than selling puts at the wrong time. So it definitely goes both ways.
Many of those times I warned you against that. I said, watch out, watch out.
Probably. I love my comfort levels, but sometimes they break.
Yep.
Shawn, did you realize last year $1.6 quadrillion in notional value in options traded? Estimated?
Awesome. That doesn't surprise me at all.
That's a lot. I had to look up what that number was. I was like, what comes after trillion? I don't even know. Oh, quadrillion. All right.
Number is only going to go up. Only going to go up.
Notional value is also kind of bullshit because
I know.
options are not settled in cash.
I know. But still a big number. Listen, anyway, as Harmander points out, if you're not getting Shawn, at the very least, Shawn's free note, your life has gone horribly wrong. get your life together. Use the link on the screen. And Shawn writes as much about options as he does about trader psychology, right? And it's a nice mix of
Best in the business.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, thanks for all that. But I want to address Chris in the chat there. He's asking about the painting in the background. This little painting. Believe it or not, that painting was done by my wife when we were in college. That guy is a friend of mine. He was in my band. He was one of the guitar players in my band, and he was sitting on my couch in my dorm room strumming a guitar, and my wife sketched him and then turned it into a painting. Did all that in college.
That's incredible.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's impressive. Wow.
Such a talented family, the McLaughlins.
Yeah.
So thanks for letting me bring that up there, Chris.
That's great.
All right, let's do a quick recess and get out of here.
Okay. My recess is UConn's going to win the Big East tournament, and then they're going to win the national championship. And I'm excited to watch the Arnold Palmer Invitational the next couple of days.
March Madness, I guess it started already, but next week would be the start of the Big East tournament, right? The conference tournaments, the big ones start next week. So very exciting stuff if you're a college basketball fan. My recess is I have seen the new episodes of Scrubs 2.0. I will say it is not like a morally offensive. It's not like offensively bad. It's fine. They don't have their fastball anymore. Clearly, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. But if you love Scrubs, I grew up with that show. You'll laugh a couple of times. It's okay. It's not offensive.
Oh, this is disappointing. I loved that show.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not a great show. There have been worse reboots than this one. It's perfectly fine. That's all I'll say. I think it's perfectly fine.
Check it out.
If your bar is low, you'll be pleased. If your bar is high, you won't be pleased. But if your bar is low,
for something like this, right, Spencer? Yeah. Like, how many times have we seen this? They bring something back. Everybody wants it, but it's going to kind of suck. But you're going to watch it anyway because you're nostalgic about it. So
yeah.
It is what it is.
Hey,
it's okay.
Hollywood.
It's okay.
All right, that's disappointing because I was thinking I would like to watch that, but
you should watch it. You should watch it and tell us what you think.
Yeah. All right. Hey, anybody have any spring break plans?
No.
Strazza lives in spring break, so I don't know if you do.
Endless summer here, but no, I'm going to Las Vegas for a quick golf trip at the end of the month.
I thought you were a never Las Vegas guy.
Yeah. Our friends had a good idea. There's a lot of nice golf courses out there. We're going to stay at the Wynn, which has its own golf course. And then there's some others like pretty close by, like TPC. And then Rose and I are going to take a helicopter tour over the Grand Canyon and the Hoover Dam.
Ooh, sweet.
How?
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Okay. You know, that's not in Vegas. That's far away.
You can take off in a Maverick helicopter from the Vegas Strip. It's about a 2.5-hour trip. Yeah, they bring you to the Grand Canyon, hang out, have some champagne.
And that's awesome.
That's awesome, man.
And you'll like the Wynn. The Wynn is great. That's a great hotel. So JC and I stayed there back in October. Great place. Also, I may be I'm definitely heading to Vegas in October. I think I'm going to see Metallica at the Sphere. Yes. Yes.
So
Spencer, I need you want to come out? Come on.
That's going to be an amazing show. Oh my God.
Because I'm a big fan of the Sphere. And I've never been. So we're going to see Cirque. But then I want to go to the Sphere one night. The Eagles are doing a thing there. I've seen the Eagles. I don't know how cool it will be. I already watched half of the show on YouTube now. Yeah. And then the other show I could see is The Wizard of Oz. So I'm trying to pick between those.
Are they still doing The Wizard of Oz? It seems kind of a seasonal thing. No?
No, they're still
no, man. It's perpetual.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. Maybe I'll think about.
Well, my spring break is spring break is I'll be heading out to Northern California in a couple weeks. I'm very excited. Doing a little trader retreat and then doing a little hiking in the redwood forest.
You were just there.
He loves
can't get enough. Can't get enough.
The redwoods. You're gonna look at the redwoods, right?
I'm gonna hike in the redwoods. Yeah, can't wait.
Awesome. Super cool.
Um,
I've never been. It looks so beautiful.
Our mutual friend Brian Lund was going to join me, but then he had to bail last minute.
Who's going, Andrew?
Yeah, Andrew's going to be there. Yeah.
Sick. That's awesome,
Yeah,
dude.
going to be a great time. Going to be a great time.
Yeah, Lund doesn't like to leave his house.
He was coming up. Something came up with his daughter. His daughter has something going on. Or he's blown me off. Maybe he's blown me off. No, he's not.
He's not.
All right. Here's what we got going on today on the channel. It's Thursdays, and on Thursdays at 10, Stephen Weitzel goes live for the $1 million question. He's doing his monthly market review that he normally only does for his clients. He's doing that today. That'll be
Don't
at
miss
10.
that.
Yeah. Kenny will be live at 11, as he is every Monday through Thursday for the long and short of it. The Gold Rush guys are going live at 2. Shawn's live at 3 for the Options Jam session. Louis is live at 9 for Crypto After Dark. Is it time to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Maybe Louis has the answer tonight. You have to tune in. That's what we got going on. We'll see you tomorrow morning on the morning show. Go make some money, trade responsibly, enjoy your day.
See ya.
Run it.